You know, it's been hard out there for a lesbian dating-wise. Now, I have a few theories as to why. But first, I would like for you to listen to this lesbian talk about her experiences in dating.
What's up? I'm a stud. I like girls, but I think I'm finna start dating men. And let me tell you why. So I've been out here dating, and I just find that I date a lot of these femmes, and it seems like they looking for a parent instead of a partner, bro. And I love spoiling my women. I love paying for stuff. I love taking them on dates and getting them flowers and make sure they're good in every way, make sure they're safe, opening the door for them, all that. I love that stuff. But it seems like I can't get any spoiling in return. Nobody.
Okay, so studs are butch lesbians, and they have a flair for the romantic, much more than femmes usually, which are just feminine lesbians. There's a few things already wrong with this video. Number one, I don't think she's serious about going back to men, but even the threat of it wouldn't even cross my mind. So is she bisexual or is she really a lesbian? She's probably really a lesbian, but I think she's probably headed up to here with the dating game and everything that goes along with it, especially nowadays. The second thing I found problematic is that slightly sounds like she is simping a little bit, spoiling the woman too much. When you first start out in a relationship as a lesbian, you don't want to spoil them too much because then they expect it all the time. And it gets expensive and it's not reasonable. It's not reality. You can't spoil them with flowers and candies and massages and all this stuff all the time because they'll get used to it. It'll no longer be special. You don't want to do it all the time. So right off the bat, she's not really doing well when it comes to beginning the relationship. I'm assuming that she's doing all this stuff at the beginning of relationships. And you need to stretch that out a little bit more. Sporadically sprinkle in some romantic stuff, but don't go no holds barred right off the bat. It's not good.
Return. Nobody wants to play their role. I'm getting girls flowers, taking them on these crazy dates, and them real good. At the end of the night, make sure they get home safe, getting them all of this, and getting nothing in return. I don't know if girls are fake gay, but they don't even want to. They don't even want to F back. They don't even want to.
Well, yes. Yes, a lot of these girls are fake gay. And for a few reasons. Number one, being gay, being a lesbian, it's popular now. You become popular if you're gay, which is so radical from when I was in high school. But it's the truth. Most of these girls, they're probably straight or curious, questioning, maybe even bisexual. But most of the time when women are bisexual, they lean more towards straight than gay. And a lot of lesbians, I have heard, are going back to men. When I first started going on TikTok around 3 or 4 years ago, I noticed more women coming out as gay, saying they're baby gay, which for me was a red flag because if you're baby gay, that means that this whole time you were dating men. And when you're in your mid-20s and you're coming out as a lesbian and you've been with men the whole time in relationships or even have kids with them, it's hard for an actual lesbian who hasn't been through that to be able to trust that their partner isn't going to go back to a guy because she hasn't gone back to a guy. She hasn't even thought about going back to a guy. So that's a problem. Also, women have been told for years now that men are bad. They want to be strong, independent women, which I'm all for. But they also yell at guys for opening doors for them and doing nice things, being respectful, just coming off incredibly bitchy. And it's because they've been sold this bill of lies from the mainstream media, movies and such, saying that guys are bad, you don't need men, so on and so forth. So they get turned off by men. And then the men that do talk to them are usually creepy, come off creepy, or maybe they're not even creepy. They just think they're creepy because they're not attracted to them. Not saying that men haven't lost touch with connecting socially, because they definitely have, especially with women. But this is about women. And I think straight women just find it easier to date women. They throw their hands up. They say, oh, men. I want nothing to do with them. They're so much of a hassle, or they're assholes, or they cheat on you, blah, blah, blah. They'll say all this stuff. It's much easier to date a woman. No, it's not. It is not easier dating a woman. It comes with a whole other set of problems. No relationship is easy, but going to women because you want a relationship to be easier is lying to the partner you're in a relationship with, and it's not right. You definitely shouldn't be in a relationship if you're confused and you're not really sure where your heart desires to be. And a lot of these women who were straight for a long time, who dip their toe into the lesbian pond, they don't understand that you're dating a woman, and there are certain things that you need to do when you're in a relationship, that you should want to do when you're in a relationship. So when you're dating a woman who wants to give nothing in return, just wants to receive and receive and receive, it's because she's been used to it, because she dated guys prior. She's been used to being spoiled. It's nothing special to her, which kind of makes her shitty. I'm not for that. But straight women should not be gay just because it's easier, because it makes them popular. It's just stupid.
They don't even want to back. Like, what? I be trying to ask girls, like, are you gay for real? Like, are you gay? Because you act like, you know what I'm saying? It even come down to the conversation. I be carrying the conversation, asking them questions, figuring out what.
I feel like women have become lazy when it comes to dating. I don't know how it is on the straight side, but on the lesbian side, I could definitely see it. Women get used to being spoiled, and then they just expect it. And when they don't receive it, they get bitchy, or they make you feel bad. I could see that. Also, they don't feel like they have to try. They feel like they're the ones that receive. Pillow princesses, if you may. And because of that, it gives them a very snotty toddler attitude. And then you see these same women online bitching about how they can't find the right man or the right woman, when really it all has to do with them and how they are and how they treat people. A lot of women these days, they don't want to, I scrub your back, you scrub mine. It takes two to tango, So I'm not surprised that this lesbian is going through this, because it seems like nowadays young women are, I don't know, out of their minds, not rational, they don't understand that it's a give and take, and that you don't have to be really nice, but you also don't have to be a bitch.
They like and what they don't like, and they don't ask nothing back. Like, and I asked this one girl, like, why don't you ask nothing about me? And she said, I'm just trying to see for myself.
It's an excuse. It's a lovely way of saying, I really don't give a shit. I really don't care to get to know you. Because if a woman wants to get to know you, she will. Like, if a man wants to get to know you, he will. If a man just wants to sleep with you, that's what he's going to try to do. It's the same with women. So if she's not giving you anything in return, it means she doesn't want to. She doesn't care. It's not worth her time. A woman will take forever to get ready, to go out. Forever, because that's worth her time. But asking you questions is not worth her time, apparently. Maybe you should switch up the type of women you go for.
What? Like, if I'm paying for everything, I'm doing all the transportation, I'm initiating everything, the least you could do is a little, or something, or bring me some flowers, walk to the gas station, give me a bag of chips. I'm not asking for a lot, but it seems like I am, because I can't get anything out these girls. And not everything is about this, but if you're not finna do this and make sure that I'm satisfied, then you have to pay for something. You're gonna have to pull up. You're gonna have to give me something.
Okay, so not all women are incredibly sexual, and also things happen. Some women, they go through a phase where they're just not interested in sex. And sometimes they go through a phase where they're very, very interested in sex. Sometimes they're on medications, which makes their sex drive go down. There's a lot of things. But like I said, in relationships, it's a give and take. So if you're not giving that, you should at least be giving something. Like, if you're not interested in sex and you don't want to give sex, then maybe give a nice massage, or do the dishes, cook dinner, make them food. Trust me, making them food makes them happy, or bringing them food makes them happy. Either way, you don't really have to do much. So when these women don't want to do anything at all, not even lift a finger, you gotta run.
Some blunts, some alcohol or something. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, you rolling up every once in a while ain't even enough no more. It's not enough. Like, I need the full experience the same way that I'm giving you. And I just feel like with a man, like he's automatically expected to do things, put stuff in motion, pay for stuff, all of that stuff. And I know if I had a boyfriend, I would reciprocate his energy and treat him really well because I already have that in me as a masculine presented person. And honestly, I'm not even masculine. Like, I'm kind of STEM. Like, I'm kind of STEM. I like to switch it up. Like, I like to be masculine.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, STEM is a mix between a stud and a femme. So a mix between a masculine and a feminine woman. Some may call them non-binary, but we have our own words for it. It's not like we're identifying as anything. Sometimes we're having a female moment. Sometimes we want to dress up and look nice when we go out, and other times we just want to wear jeans and a t-shirt and be comfortable. It just depends on the mood. But men are going through the same thing that lesbians are going through right now, to a degree. I mean, they don't have to deal with going on lesbian dating sites and getting kicked off because on your profile you say you want a biological female, no males. So they don't have to go through that, but lesbian and men are kind of going through the same thing where it's almost as if women ain't shit nowadays and women don't feel the need to work for anything. Yet I always hear them bitching. And there's nothing that's more unattractive than someone who complains all the time and does nothing about it. Now, a woman can get away with this for a while, especially if she's attractive, but eventually you get old and you die. So eventually you will get old. The allure of your attractiveness will fade, and you'll have to use your personality and your wit and your humor to get people to be attracted to you. In which case, I would hope you brushed up on that because you're going to be alone the rest of your life, especially if you treat people like this, treat people like crap.
Most of the time, but I will put on some lashes and a cute outfit and everything like that. So that part of me ain't feeling the not getting nothing in return. It just got me like overwhelmed, and as a giver, I need me a giver, and maybe I just haven't found her yet, but it's making me think like maybe I'm on the wrong side, because at least I know with a man I'm supposed to get some type of spoiling. Because
you're not on the wrong side. You're not. You're just either attracted to or attracting the wrong kinds of women. There are good women out there. They're just hard to find, and maybe we need a litmus test for lesbians to find out if they're really lesbian or not. Because a lot of these women do say they're lesbians and they actually aren't. And I know a lot of women would get offended by me saying that, but I just don't give a shit. Because it's the truth.
Because right now, I'm not getting nothing and it's making me want to switch. So, anybody that's out there, let me know if I'm tripping. Studs, am I out there? Y'all feeling like...
Doesn't matter if you're a stud, doesn't matter if you're femme. We're all... There's a subsection of us that have been or are going through this right now. And you don't need to switch. You don't need to go to men. You won't be satisfied there, obviously. So let's just have your own way of finding if a woman is worth your time. Don't give too much, especially right off the bat. Hold back a little. Women, I know they like to be chased, but women also like to chase. And they like a little bit of a struggle. They like a little bit of a challenge. And I think that might help you in the end. Anyway, like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any thoughts on this video, put them down below. You can also join our membership for early access to our videos, uncensored videos, when I swear a lot in the videos, of course, member shout-outs, prioritized comments, and so on. So have a good day, and try to use your better judgment when talking to women to find out if they're worth your time. Because some of them are, and some of them aren't.